You're at Lake Rant, where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This one's for Cotton Candy Flame, who says to talk about the Teen Titans episode Aftershock Part 2. We're finally here. We're at the end of the Terra arc of Teen Titans after video, rant after rant of me talking about this arc. This is the last episode. And I feel more or less the same about it as I did about the entire rest of the arc. Not that positively. I will say, for all of the knocks I've given to the sort of production side of Teen Titans, mostly talking about the sound design, the stiffness of the acting and animation, the terrible music, I will say, I watched this after watching another show that I'm going to do a rant about, and I was reminded just how good the character design in this show is. It's something that I kind of took for granted talking about it before because of the fact that I've, seen the show since I was a kid. But I really do appreciate the hyper-stylized angular designs. I think they're all pretty iconic. I would say that the background art is not usually very strong in the show, but at the very least, the design sense is quite good. So if I didn't compliment that before, I wanted to now. But anyway, plot-wise, this episode, it begins in a fairly confusing way, because at the end of the last one, Terra had cast all of the Teen Titans into Hell, and apparently she and Slade have now taken over the city. And what this seems to mean is that they've got a bunch of Slade robots just wandering the streets, patrolling, and the city is all gray and empty. And it's like, I don't know if everybody's just in their homes. I don't know if they've all been taken off somewhere. What does it mean to take over the city, and why would Slade want to do this? He implies that they're going to do this in lots more cities to come, but I don't really understand his motivations or what he's trying to accomplish. So it was weird. And, of course, immediately the Teen Titans come back, and they all just beat the shit out of Terra for like 5 or 6 minutes. So another one of those long-winded, unnecessary fight scenes. Then the fucking stupid 3 big dumb things that they fought in an earlier episode get combined and they have to fight them again. So all that shit was pretty worthless. There's also like scenes of Terra like remembering her time spent with the Titans in these like very brief flashbacks to remind you of like when they used to be friends. And it was odd because there wasn't a strong sense of that from the actual episodes of the arc, like, we never really had enough time with Terra and the Titans just hanging out and being friends for this to have all had more impact. But anyway, Beast Boy goes down to the lair. He finds Terra. She's being controlled by Slade. She kind of wants out because Slade's being completely fucking ridiculous because, like, she has to fight all 5 of the Titans at once. And she's getting her ass kicked, and Slade's like, you have to stay and fight. You have to keep fighting. And it's like, she can't win. Like, you are personally assisting her. You are in the body helping her fight, and she's just getting her ass kicked. And he's like, you have to stay in because I can only fight through you if you stay in the fight. And it's like, yeah, but you're not winning. Just come out and help her. I don't understand why he didn't just come and help her fight. What the fuck is he doing? Why does he have to stay in this control room? Why doesn't he just... He's really a good fighter. We've seen that, the 2 of them combined probably could take on the Titans, but he's nowhere to be seen. So she comes to him, and he's just, like, kicking the shit out of her, and he's like, fuck you, bitch, you were supposed to fight for me, I have complete control over you, and she's like, I want out, And he's like, well, too bad, I fucking neurally connected this suit to your body, you're under my control. So Beast Boy shows up, and they have a fight, and this one actually has some pretty okay choreography. It uses Beast Boy's power. The best thing about Beast Boy's power is that he can constantly change size and form and, in ways that keep the enemy on their toes. He's got the change-up game, So there's a decent fight there. And then, basically, Terra's, like, trying to beg Beast Boy to just kill her because there's no way to stop Slade's power over her. And, Beast Boy's, like, I don't know, he's, like, trying to fight against her. And, eventually it gets to a point where she's she's fighting him, and he's like, you can control it. You have, this is all your decisions you're making. And she's like, no, I literally have a neural thing, attached to my body that is controlling me. I cannot control this. And Beast Boy's, no, you could control it. You could totally control it. I don't know why he believes this. I don't know what is convincing him of this fact. But eventually, she manages to summon the willpower to just take control and beat up Slade herself. So, she kicks his ass. They have a fight. And then I don't know if I missed something, but I guess she goes nuclear, or I was unclear. She just fucking goes into super mode and creates all this lava. Slade, it's implied, is just melted in the lava. I'm not sure. I think, is Slade dead? Is it just his mask? Unclear. But Tara, it turns to stone. She drops the whole fucking place and she turns to stone. Again, I wasn't entirely clear why. I don't know if it was just that, in order for her to stop Slade's control, she had to go nuclear. I don't understand why if Slade was dead, she needed to die, but I don't know. Maybe she just didn't have control. So she turns to stone, and all the Teen Titans are oh, she was a good friend and a real Titan. And I'm just kind of I guess she resisted the control at the end and did something that represented that she was still friends with them, but I don't feel like the characters learned anything or grew in this experience of this arc. Nothing changed about Tara's personality. She just flip-flopped based on her current emotions at any given moment. Either she felt betrayed or she felt like she wanted to reconcile, but there is no personal growth leading to that change. She didn't learn something new that would categorically change her behavior. She didn't deal with her, inner problems. It's just kind of she remembered that her friends were cool and Slade is a dick. So, fuck him, I'll work with the friends. It's there was a lot of potential here for a meaningful character arc for these characters to really learn from each other. The Titans could have learned, I don't know, Beast Boy could have learned something about not having overreacted in the first place or something. Overall, this whole arc just felt very bland in terms of character writing. Most of it was just fighting, and characters just going back and forth based on their flights of emotion, which is not interesting. It's melodrama. Yeah, that's basically it. I would say it was overall not that enjoyable or good. It was at best mediocre, and I'm glad that we've made it to the end of this arc, and I don't have to watch Teen Titans ever again unless it gets requested for another rant. But maybe the other episodes are better. Maybe this is the lowest point of the series that I've revisited here. I don't know. I still have never figured out the motivations for me talking about this. Cotton Candy Flame has never said whether or not they wanted this to go the way it's gone. So I hope you've enjoyed all these rants about Teen Titans. Hopefully you weren't just not watching them and storing them all up for when they were done and then watching them all at once, because that would definitely be a devastating blow if you were expecting the opposite. But I have no idea. Anyway, that's it.